Hello, Harper. Happy birthday. I hope you have a beautiful day today and a wonderful year being 8. And also, your little fox really inspired me, and I keep thinking about it, and I was like, I want to do one too. So I have a little video of me creating a fox if you want to watch and see what I did with mine and know that you were my little inspiration there. I love you, sweetie. You have a good day. Bye. So this is the card I picked out. The design anyways. It's just a little free printable off of the internet. And this is the card I want to use. So in order to get it there, I'm going to light this up. Put my paper right over where I want it. And I'm going to make a few changes because I'm going to do some glitter work on this one. And I need big spaces, so that fine detail is not something I'm going to use. And I'm just going to trace along all these little spots. And I'm just using a regular pencil. I love these big old eyes this little girl has here. They remind me of my little Miss Harper and her sisters and her mommy. They all have huge, beautiful eyes. Get this cute little mouth in here. Swoop and a swoop. And right there. And then we're going to come down over here to get this side of the face. And whoop. A little forehead. Connected to the upper part of the ear. Turning my paper around so I can get to it without having to move everything. And swoop. Get another loop in here. Get this little fur patch here in the ear. And the nice big eye again. Okay, and then we're starting on her neck and chest. The original designer of this did a fabulous job. Super cute. Get her belly. Couple more legs. Okay, now here's one of my first changes. Obviously this tail doesn't fit on my card, but it's so stinking cute. We're gonna run it off to the back, give it a big old swirly. And I think actually my swirl's gonna go down. I'm gonna come and connect it. And of course there's this little jaggedy part in there, so we're going to draw that in there. We're going to go swoop, 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 and a big swoop of white. Grab our trusty eraser and fix my fumble. Just like that. Now, I gotta double check. Oop, I forgot to finish her eyes. So, we're gonna put the center roundness in. Because we want that in there. There we go. And I think I'm going to do a little patch of fuzz right here to a different color of glitter in this area here. And I forgot to connect the nose piece, so we're going to do that. And I think that looks good. She's going to have little sparkles in there. All right. Get this little light table out of the way. And we're going to add some lovely colors. And we've got our trusty marker pack here. Let's see what we got. We're going to use some browns and yellows and maybe a little dark in the eye. And then I picked some blues for the eye, so we'll see what we can do there. Okay, let's start with that eye. Let's remember what our picture looked like there. And we have, I think we need big black lines. That's what we need. We need big black lines. Let's see. Trusty felt pen. Make sure that works. And it doesn't work as well as I want it to. Let's see what one of these will do for us. And it's still too thin. And a nice fat. Ah, you know what will work? Let's try this guy out. Yeah. So we're going to trace right over our project in a nice, healthy black line. Now I'm going on the outside of my pencil in some areas instead of straight on, and I'm going to curl this up a little bit right there and poof it out just a little because my line is so thick. Gotta have some room. Put that over here. Oops. Hope I wasn't out of focus the whole time. I bet you I was. That's alright. First video. Can't be fabulous all the time. And we're just making some light lines. Now, I'm going to go over this section here because I want this to be the light blue for highlight. So I want to make sure that stays that. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just draw some lines in. And then we're going to keep those lines thicker in the middle. And then we're going to pop in some of this fun little tealy color. Probably can't see it there, but it is a nice little hint of green right over the blue. Okay, and then we're going to go with this nice dark blue on the outer sides, which happens to be uber dark. So we'll put some stripes in there. Because our eyes aren't just one shade of any color. If they're blue, they have lights and darks in them. And that's what we just did there. Just add some lights and darks. I'm going to back my camera up just a little because I keep it backing up. Nice little eyes. Ooh, you know, we need a pink little nose. Let's grab a couple shades of pink here. And thin black. Because we need to make this little crease across there. And then we're going to go in with the super light pink in the middle and down. Kind of where we want our shady spot. Hopefully this works. Then we come in with a brighter pink on the sides. And it kind of got muddy. So we'll just run that pink right over the top of that. And that doesn't look too bad. See a pink mount? There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to do some coloring of this little girl's face. And we're going to do, I actually need to see which one is lighter. Come here, paper. That one is lighter. Never mind. Haha. We're going to go with this one. We're just going to make small pin strokes. We don't need to fill it in completely in the big areas. I'm going to be more concerned about these little nooks and crannies because the glitter may not be in there very good. Okay, and right along the edges again. Get that all nice and colored in. Just in case the glitter doesn't cover it, it'll be there. And I want her ears to be the light side too. So we're gonna just follow along the black line. And I know it's a big area, so that glitter is going to stick really good in there. Okay. Turn that over. I'll run the pin the other way. Fill it in. A little bit of cross hatching. Okay, now we're going to do the same over here. We're going to follow along the black line. These pins were not designed for this, but they had the closer colors that I wanted. So we work with it. Work with what you have. And here I am going off the page again. Need to put little marker spots on my board so I know where to stay in frame. Alright. Got some ear lines going that way. We're going to flip her around. Get some ear lines running this way. Just to fill it in. Now again, it doesn't have to be fabulous because we're going to go over this with some glitter. And I think the tip of the tail, what do you think? In this lovely little brown color, follow along the black. Should have erased that. Eraser, eraser, eraser. Get that pencil out of there. Fancy erasers. There we go. All right, back to this. Right off the black line, and twist the paper to make some cross hatching. All right. I've got 4 spots of that light color. I'm actually going to do this part too. Just because I think that'll balance it out a little bit. Like that. And then we're going to go, I'm not sure which one we're going to go. This is the brown, and this is the orange. So I'm going to start with orange right off of this. I'm just going to shoot some lines up. Going to go more on that side, more on this peak, and a tiny bit more there. And then we're gonna go with it in this ear fluff. And you know what? I think I'm going to run, it's not in the original picture, but I think I'm going to run a line right through here. And then let that dry a second. So I'm going to start on the tail. I'm going to do the same thing like I did in the hair. On the higher peaks, just go out further. But I'm going to follow along the tail this time. So these kind of swoosh this way. And it's longer there. And we're going to fill it in a wee bit more here. Go in the same direction. Further up on the peaks, not so much in the valleys. And it's good on the tail. We're going to go back to this ear fluff and just fill this in. It's a good way to mark off your sections for your glitter so you don't forget. It's going to be that color. Now I'm going to pop in with this darker brown, and I'm going to go and follow along the eye here. And this I'm going to go all the way down to there. And on this side, and go down further where it's kind of not so much filled in, but not all the way down. Except like there, where I had white. We're going to roll the pin this way for that part of it, and then start rolling it this way for this part of it. And darken these ears. Because it's a small area, that glitter may not fit in there very well. Same thing, super dark tip. And then loosen up till you get to the bottom and get it darker again. And loosen it up to connect it. Now I'm going to flip my paper over and go from the top down, kind of turning the pin in the same direction the original mark was. Sort of. It's kind of hard. And straight down, and then curve this way. It's really hard for me because usually my face is on the page. I'm a close worker. I would have my head down on the desk right now coloring this in. Alright. So, it's my brown. Go a little bit darker here. Went a little too thin. Neighbor's dog is barking so much. Okay, we're gonna put in a little spot there and come out. Working on this lovely tail. Follow along the black so it's nice and dark. And come in where I started with the light, and again I'm doing the turn with the tail. They're not perfectly straight lines, they got a lot of curve in them. Just fill it in. And see how this goes. small areas are just going to get colored in because they're teeny weeny. Now, even though I'm coloring it brown, I think I'm going to do the legs different colors than glitter just because the legs in the back are going to be darker than the legs in the front. And I'm doing a little swirly pen motion just to fill it in a little bit darker than everything else. And there we go. And as I did that, I just seen a pencil line up here, so we're going to take care of that. Okay. And I need to add a little bit of extra line right here, and this one comes down a little bit more than the original. These pens are so old, I'm surprised they still work. We've been in storage for a long time. Alright, so that is Little Miss Fox. And now we're going to bust out this new stuff that I've never used. Though I've had it for maybe, I don't know, 5 years. So, I always bought this stuff and things happened, didn't get to it. I'm going to bust it out today. The refill pen and that. Nice little coveragey thingy. Okay, this is dry. It doesn't come done, so we're going to get this glue in there. Hopefully it's still good. Ooh, looks like it. Oh yeah, look at that. We're just going to squeeze out a little bit. Now, I've got a paintbrush here. Now, it's not a fancy paintbrush, per se. Little $5 pack, but it's a stiffer one. It doesn't have a whole lot of give. And I just remembered something. We need a tray. Catch some glitter. Alright, we're going to start with the dark because we don't want to get the dark in the light. Yeah, so we're going to start on the ear here. I'm just going to paint this stuff on. And I know it's getting it wet. That's pretty shiny. Hopefully it's working. And then I'm going to get this part here. Remember, I'm not going to go all the way down to the black line here. I'm going to stop into this orange area. And they're jagged marks. Just kind of willy-nilly in there. And go up the ear. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, let's give her a shot here. And set that out of the way. Okay. Now for the darker, I've got this nice goldeny glitter here. We're going to shake it right into my tray. Now I'm going to carefully pop the top off, maybe, so that I can put this glitter back in the container. I'm going to move my glue so I don't beware of that. And just gently tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now, you can see I've got some glitter outside the line. And what I'm going to do there is get... Had to go grab another paintbrush. A nice, clean, dry one. And I'm just going to go right where I don't want it and dust it off. Oops. Just take it right to the line and dust it off. And I'm going to take it out and blow on it over my garbage can. And then I'm going to dust off these little extras. That doesn't look too bad. Alright. Since I've got this nice dark color still out, I'm actually going to wait to put it away. I'm going to do some painting on this little girl's chest here. Alrighty, put some glue on this body. And we're going to do this leg the same color. Yeah, we'll just do all the legs the same color. Just because it looks fine. Right? There we go. And then swoosh this paint of glue. Now this glue pad I have is for rubber stamps. So I'm going to have to try it out on a rubber stamp. Okay, I'm going to paint, but not all the way down, because I have that lighter color I want to put in there. Okay, nice glued on, I hope. And I'm going to pick it up and look at it, just to make sure everything looks wet. And this leggy didn't get enough paint on it. Glue. It's not paint. Okay. I'm going to set the glue aside again because we don't want sparkles in it. We're going to take our little tray and disperse this glitter. Disperse the glitter. I'll put it back over the tray and sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I end up dumping out this whole container just to make sure it's covered. Dang near. Alright. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Tip and tap. And then our dry brush to get these little guys off. Alright. Oh, you can see right there, I did not get it glued good enough. So, we're going to add a touch of glue and hopefully not get glitter on my brush. Which it did. That's right. We'll go wipe it off over here. There we go. Got it all cleaned off. And then we're going to add a pinch of glitter or two right there. Alright, so now we got her filled in. Alright, so we're going to put this glitter back in its case. Just take my brush and scooch it down. And almost mess free. All right. And it's glitter, so we're not too worried that it's everywhere, because now everything's just sparkly. I'm gonna dust out my pan. I can get the next color in. All right. So now we're gonna go with a middle orange, which is going to be this one here. And then these were just too light, so I mixed them together and got a little bit of a medium, and then I put some extra brown speckles in there with that dark brown glitter, and that's going to be our light color. Okay, get the glue back. And we are gonna do the medium parts. Just like painting, just small little strokes to get that glue in there. And then right across here, and look it, I'm picking up all that glitter, and it doesn't, ugh. There's a big glob of, I don't want to put the glitter back in my glue, so I'm going to clean off my brush real quick. Grab some more glue. Get this more sticky. Ooh, that is some sticky stuff. I just stuck my finger in it off the rag. Brush it around. All right. Clean my brush. Get all that glitter out. Okay. Now, oh, this guy's never been used either. Take that off of there. And we are going to sprinkle where we glued. Alright. Let that sit a moment. Get the cap off of this. Move my glue pad. Alright. Oh yeah. I'm glad I colored that in because that particular color is a little more see-through. That's alright though. You see that? It's so sparkly. Okay, then we're gonna put this little bit back. With our dry brush. Bonk. Alright. Put the cap back on. There's a fuzzy on there. Let's get that out of there. Put the cap back on. Alright. One more little shake and I'll wipe the surface. Alright. Now we're going to go for this light color. Brush. Glue. Ears. I need a little bit more glue. I'm just going to dab just a little bit right there and get that spread around. Trying to hold the card so I can see if it got glue in all the gluey spots it needs to be. Except the nose. I haven't done that. Do another little teeny dab. It doesn't take a lot to do this, so that's nice. Okay. Get this glitter out. Didn't make a ton of this one, so we're gonna try and get it all to fit as it all dumps into one little spot, because that's fabulous. All right, now we're gonna just make it go where we want it to go this way. Kind of like greasing and flouring a cake pan. Just rotate it around. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. Oh, look at her. So glittery. Okay. Now we're gonna put this back in our zipper bag with our dry brush. Now, these little trays are great, except they are so staticky, and I didn't bring up a dryer sheet, which works great. You rub it down with a dryer sheet, and then it doesn't get all staticky. But, of course, I didn't think of that until after the fact. We're just going to dust out the best we can. Zip that back up. Clean our brush. Make sure there is no glitter on it, because we don't want the glitter in our blue for these wonderful little eyeballs. I'm filling in my glue pad because after this, I think, got some glitter in there, no matter how hard you try. There we go. Okay. Roll my brush. Get that little speck of glitter out of there. Pick up some glue. And we're going to just not completely glitter the eyes. We're going to do a thin line of blue glitter in the eyes. So I'm just dabbing. I'm not dabbing enough to smush the paintbrush. Just dabbing right through the center. Nothing fancy. Just dab. Dab, dab, dab. Okay, blue. It's your time to shine. Now again, I had the same problem. The blue is just a little too dark, so I wanted it in the middle. So you just mix them. Get the shade that you want. Just mix them up. Come on. I need you to come out of the bag. Or not. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm just being stubborn. Okay. Just trying to scooch it back into the... No, because I can't get the paper to bend. So, her eyes are now glittering, but you can still see the line work and the little greens in there. Hers looking cute. What do you think? And then a little bit I want to do, I pulled out this green because, you know, blue and green just go so well together. And what I wanted to do is I want to do just a hint of green. And I'm going to follow along the black line in the daubing motion just for a thin layer of green. And I get the daub, 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 daub. And we're going to follow the arch of this. I just want a thin layer of green right there. Let's see how that's going to look. Maybe we can get it to open. Oh my goodness. Just do the pour side then. I just wanted the sprinkle side. There we go. Now this particular green, I am not going to put back in the jar because I don't want any blue in my green. So I'm going to sprinkle this right into the garbage. Because it's just a teeny bit. It won't be missed. Now, as you can see, it's kind of wonky. And I want it nice and straight. So what I'm going to do is take this and just straighten it out. And yes, I'm using the wrong side of the paintbrush because I just need it to be a fine line. And I don't want to take too much off with the brush part. Look at that. Ooh. And then I have these ginormous little flecks. I want to see. That's what I was going to do my... They have these teeny little holes for it. And those are not good enough. Those are not good enough. So I'm going to put you on pause for just a second while I go find something to put in there. Okay, I am back with some black and white. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to do the teeny... No, we're not. What are we going to do? We're going to fill in this black. Fill in this black. All right. Okay. Now we're going to sprinkle us some black in those little spots. Okay. And move it around a little bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is do a teeny drop right on the black where she had those little shine spots. And we're going to put shine spots. So we're going to hold this glue just right. To get a couple little shine spots. Now, this glue is super thick. It is standing up like little peaks. And that is okay, because what's going to happen is when I get my white on there, I'll pat it down. And then we should have nice round circle white. And no, that's not what happened. Taking off the peak with the paintbrush. And tap it down with my finger, which probably just took off the rest. Let's find out. I don't like that. The white is not very white. So I'm going to scrape that off a little bit, because what is white paint, and I will definitely get it that way. Alright, I am back with white paint. I'm going to take the lid off, because I just shook this, and since I just need a little dabble, I got a nice round brush, and I'm going to just grab a little squiggle of paint so it sits right on the tip of that. Okay, and just like with the glue, I'm just going to gently set it right on top of everything. Tap, tap, tap. I'm not pushing very hard. I'm just letting the glitter take the paint. And do it again. Okay. I'm going to go do this other eye. Same thing. We're just going to gently tap down. And if you want it bigger, you just tap on the outside of what you already did. And I'm doing 3 little dots just because it's different. And there you have it. One cute little fox. All glittery. Ready to be signed and shipped out. I hope you enjoyed sitting with me while we did this. Have a good day. Bye-bye.